She has to go to bed at 10, so. Hey, y'all. My kid is practicing her instrument, so I'm sure y'all can probably hear it back there. She's playing Grease Lightning. All right, y'all go ahead and thank you, Crystal. Y'all hear her back there. All right, Crystal Pickett is number 1. Number 2 is Suman. Number 3 is Divinely Protected. Number 4 is LZ. Number 5 is Dre. Number 6 is Aqua Charmy. Number 7 is Katrina Dunford. Number 8 is Zyasia. Number 9 is Zahia. All right, I got LZ. LZ is number 4, so Maria is number 10. Sarah is number 11. Okay, I just need 2 more. Antoinette Lee is number 12. And Rosa is number 13. So bam, we got everybody. That was fast. So Crystal Pickett, you can go ahead and post yours. I'm trying to hurry. We did it quick, y'all. Did y'all have a good day? Belt, I'll let you be number 14. Because sometimes somebody don't show up anyway, so that'll be fine. All right, Crystal Pickett. Eliza, you can be number 15. Okay. Marley, do you see me and Jay reconnect what month? You're welcome, Eliza. And is he tired of living at his sister's house? Will he move out before December and try to move back with me? Marley, she got a 2-bedroom apartment. He sleeps on the couch beside his mom. Her boyfriend and son lives there too. Okay. Divine Grace, you can be number 16. All right. Let me see, Crystal. We're going to just pull this person's energy. But the first thing to ask yourself is this. This is me just being an old nagging ass lady. But whatever, there's never a good vibration or a bad vibration. Everybody plays out certain behavior on certain vibrations. So pretend that vibration 82 is this person living like that, and you don't really like it, right? But it's not necessarily a bad vibration, that's just where they are. So there is a version of them in the quantum field at vibration 105 where they got their own shit together and they're doing good, right? But it's going to take the inner work for them to move from 82 to 105 to get there. So that's something, no matter what vibrational work you do on yourself to change your energy, it's not going to change theirs. So it's going to have to be something they're willing to do within themselves. Let's just pull the cards, but just remember that. And you deserve somebody who's a complement to whatever vibration you are, no matter if it's a good or bad, just whatever vibration you are. 3 shuffles. What is the energy going on with Jay in his living situations? You know why most people, like, he probably doesn't enjoy that living situation either. But a lot of times, I've been in that situation where I was stuck. Temperance came out, where I was stuck in a place I didn't want to be at all. 4 of Swords reversed. But you have to be so uncomfortable where you are that it's more uncomfortable to stay there than the work you have to put in to get out of it. Right? It's possible. I feel like the universe is even trying to press this person. Because a lot of times when this card comes out, it can be like divine intervention, right? And we always have divine intervention. Us humans like to play it up like it's some big thing that doesn't happen to everybody. But the universe is always giving us signals and communicating with us. So I feel like, honestly, the universe is trying to put pressure on this person to get them to start down this path. You see the path right there and then the light at the end? The universe is trying to push this person, whether it's because of the uncomfortable situation he's in, or is it because, people he wants to be around like you aren't coming around as much because of where he's at, right? Things like that that cause him upset. It's like trying to push this person onto that path, but they've got to get on it. And this 4 of Swords reverse says they're still in that energy of avoiding it or feeling the need, feeling the pressure, but still sitting in the discomfort. Let's keep going. Let's give us another one for Jay and Crystal in the living situation. But I feel like if this person lives out their highest and best possible timeline, it would be to get out of whatever it is they're in, to work themselves out of it. But there is a path, but it's going to be a path that nobody else is on. It's going to be uncomfortable, and they're probably going to feel alone if they try to do it. And they're avoiding that, right? It'll be worth it if they'll do it. Strength reversed. They feel like they don't have what it takes. They're still like avoiding it. I feel like 8 of Cups reversed at the bottom, 4 of Pentacles. See, they're holding on to, so they're fighting the resistance. The universe sometimes will give a person a chance to get on the path on their own. But eventually, if you keep fighting back with the universe, you'll have a tower moment. That tower moment could play out as you completely backing off from this person, because honestly, they're not in the energy of making a change in the near future. It doesn't look like to me. 8 of Cups reversed. It's like they're going to keep on this same path. And they're holding on tightly to it, right? 4 of Pentacles at the bottom. See, he has been there for a year now with them. And I feel like, yeah, he has a desire, but it's not, his desire isn't intense enough. He doesn't have the want. He's not uncomfortable enough right now that he would be willing to do the work to come out of that situation. I feel like the universe is trying to press him, but I feel like you probably should love him from a distance until you see actual changes with your eyeballs. And if he asks you why, say, I have to love you from a distance because I don't want to live my life like this kind of situation. It's no judgment against you, but if you don't want to change your ways, then I'm going to have to let you do you, you know? And I know that's easier said than done. I don't think the sister probably will throw him out because the temperance is there. It could happen after an extended, like if he's been there a year, let's say he's there another year, they may get enough of it and throw him out. But with the Eight of Cups reversed, I don't feel like he's moving anywhere in the near future. I hate to say that, but I don't. All right, Suman, you are up. Good luck, Crystal. That's when you just got to put the whole focus on you and what you can climb out of, right? That's the way it has to be. I wish to know the energies of Jasvir the Cancer for Suman the Sagittarius. It is a block situation. Thank you. You are welcome. So the energy between Jay the Cancer and Suman the Sagittarius. You are welcome, Crystal. Get you a goal, Crystal, and make it your baby. No matter how little it seems to the world, don't even tell the world. Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. The underlying energy is the Star card. So I actually feel like, Suman, you said there's a block situation here. I feel like there's going to be a change in that coming up in the near future because the Wheel of Fortune is about change. When it's in the upright, also, this is that card kind of like Jupiter energy, and you said Sagittarius is your sign, right? So I feel like that represents your energy or the connection between you and this person. But there's a lot of earth energy in the upright. And the bottom of the deck, what you don't see is the Star card. So there's still some sort of hope or something going to come out of it. This isn't completely over. I feel like there will be some sort of change. There will at least, at the very minimum, be an opportunity to work through whatever obstacles you and this person have. I feel like that, okay? All right, divinely protected. Have you started back to school yet, LZ? Is it the school year already for you? You are up, divinely protected. Hey, divinely protected, how you doing? You are welcome, Suman. Sorry I be giving y'all such terrible backgrounds. Y'all are on my couch tonight. Y'all be getting me in my most authentic self and my Rugrat pants. Y'all like my Rugrat pants? What am I not seeing that would help me make a decision about my future? Still on the fence about returning to school. I feel uneasy for some reason. So I want to tell you this, divinely protected, that even the cards will not say this, but it is the truth. And I wouldn't tell you this if I thought it was going to steer you in a bad direction. Not just with school, but anytime you are at a crossroads in your life and you feel pulled to the left, but at the same time you feel pulled to the right, and it kind of gets you in that Two of Swords energy where the action you're actually taking is no action, if that makes sense. When that happens, the reason why you're feeling pulled in both directions is because actually your overall path, the reason you came to this planet in this lifetime, can still be fulfilled either way you go. Because if there was a path that you truly should not go down, it wasn't a vibrational match to you, there would be so many roadblocks, it would be impossible for you to go down it. So if that makes sense, really let that sink in. So honestly, you will literally be fine if you go left or right. If you do go or you don't. There may be more challenges on one side of the fence than the other, but I feel like telling you, try your best not to have that feeling of anxiety, doubt, fear, or worry. The best you can, because every time you start to feel that come up, tell yourself mentally, overall, either way I go, the plan I came here for is going to be fulfilled regardless, or both paths wouldn't be available to me. So that way you won't have to put too much pressure on yourself. Okay, still on the fence about returning to school. I feel uneasy for some reason. That makes sense. Okay, yes, you can change your question, and I'm shuffling while you changing it. For divinely protected. 3 more shuffles. And then LZ, my buddy boo, will be next. Okay, which route will be riddled with less heartache and stress? Hey, Rashima Simmons. You can be number 17, boo. I'm trying to go through these faster today anyway. Option A is not going to school. Option B is going to school for this semester. I'm going to give you 2 cards for option A, the energy around that, 2 for option B, and then you can see what the energy is. Okay, let's do it. You're welcome, Rashima. All right, let's give Divinely Protected 2 cards for option A, not going to school. 2 cards for option A, not going to school. Page of Wands. This is not going to school. You are welcome. The Emperor. Okay. Option B is going to school. 2 cards for option B. Ace of Wands reversed. Hangman. Okay, so first things first. It's telling me that the option of not going to school is actually the path to follow your passion, okay? And it may create certain challenges along the way that help evolve and grow your spirit overall into this Emperor energy. Page of Wands is like new paths opening up around your passion, okay? Option B says you're not very passionate about going to school. However, there may be things that you learn after the fact once you see it from a new perspective. His pants have the color of manifestation, which is red, and his head is lit up. The only reason why he's like that is he's having this like Ace of Swords moment, right? So I feel like you're almost got that burnout feeling here, or like the path of least resistance towards your passion, according to this, would be not going. Page of Wands, because the Ace of Wands is reversed over here. But there will be things you'll learn by going, but when you look back on it, is probably when you'll see the lessons. Over here, I feel like it can help you on your path of growth and evolution. Even if you're a woman, you have masculine energy in you, right? This is like the divine masculine. So about taking action, because masculine energy, it's not a man or a woman, it's just the action taking side of things. And Page of Wands is cultivating that passion in you. So I feel like it may not be the easiest path financially, but it will be the path that will help you take action towards the things you're more passionate about. Going to school feels like the safe option that you don't really have a lot of passion towards. Does that make sense? Look, there's the Magician. So yeah, you know. That's why you don't want to go, because you feel a pull not to, because you're literally trying to allow your higher self to follow your path of least resistance towards passion. So yes, that's what I got for you, boo-boo. Hey, Katrina. Hey, Dan the man. Dan the man. LZ, you are up for your freebie. And Divinely Protected, thank you very much. Let me grab LZ real quick, and then you can go ahead and post your mini read question, Divinely Protected. Thank you. All right, LZ says, I am worried about my finances. Not looking good. Mom needs me to contribute more, but debts are mounting. Not sure if I'll be able to without doing something drastic. Let's get a finance and career read. Okay. It is not an easy place to be. And when I tell y'all stuff like this, it's because I go through the same shit with y'all. Right beside you, okay? And I have found for myself, it's not an easy place to be when you're trying to be in a very abundant mindset and your bank account is sitting there staring at you and it's begging to differ. But what I have figured out is that once you change your mindset, but it takes time and it's not a fast process, at least for me. Some people it may be fast. I'm just saying from what I've experienced. So never take mine as the gold or the fact. It's just my literal experiences have been that most of the time in my life, it's not that my mindset. Let me think about it so I can say it correctly. The broke feeling or the low bank account is a manifestation of the mindset or the programming about money. And it's not that you have bad programming or good. It's just whatever you've been taught over a specific number of years in your lifetime, it's playing itself out in the physical, right? So what you have to do is picture that as a freight train moving really fast down the tracks in one certain direction. So if you change your mindset about it slowly but surely by listening to affirmations at night or whatever you do, right? It's going to take some time for the freight train to come to a stop and start to go in the other direction and build momentum in that way. So it's always like a slow and steady process. I know that you probably already know that, but by drastic, I mean divine intervention or bankruptcy or debt reduction credit service. All right, let's give LZ. Siatna, I already closed it because I have 17 on there, boo. You are welcome, though. Hangman in the reverse. The Tower reversed. The Ace of Cups reversed, the Eight of Wands reversed, and the Moon card. So this definitely feels like the energy of something that you're not seeing in this moment. That doesn't mean a bad thing. It just means something you're not seeing in this moment. Because the Tower's in the reverse. If you had the Tower in the upright, I would say that probably there's going to be something drastic coming soon. But I feel like something you're not seeing that's going to work out in a certain way to keep that from happening. But the reason why I'm saying you're not seeing it yet is when the hangman is in the upright, he has a more narrow view of his life, right? So that's probably not going to make any sense to you since you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, because the moon is here. It's something that you don't see yet. But I feel like you're literally going to have to basically have faith in it. And if there's a way you can make any sort of side money, something you could do to cultivate just a little bit of joy and cultivating a little bit of money at the same time in some way. I know you work full time, you've already told me that. And you're definitely a teacher, so you have your plate full. But anything you could do like that to get the movement started, because the reason why I'm saying that is money flows, right? And when the Eight of Wands is in the reverse, it's like there's some sort of flow blockage, right? So even if it's because you're scared about it going out, well, that might be stopping it from coming in as well. So if you can open up the flow, what do I mean? What am I saying when I say that? So what if you could get something where you make $30 a week extra on the side doing whatever it is, and you take that money and you spend it specifically for things that you enjoy? Now, why would that be a good idea when your finances are about to collapse? Well, it's not going to fix your finances in the moment, but what it's going to do is open up the flow of money in your life, because you're taking that money in and you're putting that money out. And when you put it out and you take it in, you've cultivated the feeling of joy. Now you're in the manifestation energy of the magician, because you have the elements flowing together to get that money started back up. Because I feel like it's almost like there's a blockage here, and it's legit. I understand why it's there, but it makes you feel Ace of Cups reversed, and it makes you feel blocked off, and you don't see any way out with the moon. So the littlest thing you could do, or the first 3D action you could take, that's something simple and it doesn't take a lot to get started, pretty much anybody can do it, is try to come up with something you can make just a little bit of money. It doesn't really have to be a lot, because what you're going to do with it is you're going to take it and turn around and spend it on the cool bubble bath you want, or the new sort of, tea that you like to drink, or buy yourself a gym membership with it because you enjoy that. You see where I'm going with it? And it takes the seriousness off of it. And if you can keep that going, the momentum will build and money will start to come in more, because you're letting it go out and in. And I know that sounds crazy, but if you just give it a shot for a few months and just see, I feel like you don't have anything to lose, or there's no reason why you shouldn't. And I think it's a good idea, because I do feel like there's ultimately something here that even if you don't take my advice, there's something you don't quite see yet that's going to keep it from going to the intensity of like bankruptcy or financial collapse, with the Tower reversed. So I hope that helped you, LZ, and good luck. All right, we got LZ. My trip was me spending money for joy and work, but when I came home, it's like I got hit with reality again. I feel you, boo. Let me see here. Divinely Protected says, so Divinely Protected, let me see. At this point, I'm more concerned about my finances than I am pursuing passion. I understand. I already understand that I won't be finishing the degree and that I will need to pursue the Ace of Wands option. If both roads eventually lead to my calling, then what am I sacrificing by going to school for a semester to gain financial stability? I got you. Let's see. All right. What is divinely protect? 4 shuffles. What is divinely protected sacrificing by going to school for a semester to gain financial stability? What is she sacrificing? What is divinely protected? Sacrificing by going to school for a semester to gain financial stability. Two of Cups reversed. What is divinely protected sacrificing? Knight of Cups in the upright. The Sun in the upright. Seven of Cups reversed. The High Priestess in the upright. The underlying energy is the Queen of Swords, okay? And the Ace of Pentacles is reversed. Honestly, the way this feels like it's playing out like a timeline, and it's saying that if you look at going to school to get the finances, okay, the thing you're sacrificing is kind of like stuff we all have to do every day in life. We have to make those 3D decisions to go to work and pay our bills. Let's be real here for a minute, right? We don't just go quit our job because we had a spiritual awakening and then everything is fine. You have to make those decisions to pay what you have to pay and to create stability in your life. You can't just... Eventually, maybe you can manifest a career of something that you really enjoy doing while making money, but it doesn't come overnight, and it's not something that happens in a day. So this is saying that if you look at going to school in terms of like a job, right? You go because you have to. It's part of what you need to do to create that financial stability. It's going to not really cultivate joy in you. It's not going to be a happy option. It's not going to be you working out of your heart space. But at the same time, is that bad? Does the Queen of Swords work out of her heart space? She makes head over heart decisions. She might not feel like getting up at 5 o'clock every morning to work her second job, but what does she do? When she gets up at 5 o'clock and she doesn't enjoy it, she's not working from her highest joy in that moment, but she's getting it done. She's looking at it from the logical perspective that is planting a seed of financial stability in her life, and that's what she's got to do. Now, does it make her feel happy? Not necessarily, but it's all in your perspective. That's your choice. But it's going to be harder to create that sense of happiness in yourself while you're going and doing something you're not enjoying in exchange for the money. Let's be real. I'm being like totally honest here. But at the same time, it's creating that seed for you to get stable. Because when the Ace of Pentacles is reversed, it's like planting the seed for you to have stability in your life. And that's something the Queen of Swords does. So is that really a sacrifice? Yes. At the same time, it's a good thing because it's helping you sit in this energy of freaking Queen of Swords. Do what you have to do, right? So it may not be something that is exciting, and you may even dread it a little bit. Two of Cups reversed, Knight of Cups. Because the Two of Cups, if it's not talking about romance, this can be like the balance of your masculine and feminine energy. You can be kind of not enjoying it, something you dread. That's the same kind of energy. What are you sacrificing? The time you're putting into it not being very enjoyable, because the Sun card is here. That can be about happiness. So that's all. I don't think it's, and sometimes the tarot can seem a little bit dramatic with the cards that come out, but I feel like it'll help mature you in terms of being in this Queen of Swords energy, doing what you got to do to get where you're going, doing what you can with what you got where you are. You know what I'm saying? You see an opportunity for some sort of seed of abundance, so bam, I feel like it's something you need to do if you're really having issues with money, and it's something that would be just a couple nights a week, you said. Let me give you an oracle card, divinely protected. Sherry, I already got 17 for today, so I closed it, okay? Damn, what did you cook today? I'm going to need to know. Hey, intuitive. I already did 17 instead of 13, so I'm gonna have to not add anybody else because I added 4 more at the end. I'm sorry, friend. Look at you assessing. You're assessing. That goes with you right now, but divinely protected. Got the number 9 and it says assessing. What would the Queen of Swords do in this situation? She would do what she could with what she has, where she is, like the 8 of Pentacles, and get the stability, especially if it's only, you said it was 2 nights a week. That's not even that bad. And I feel like it would also get you on a path of clarity in some sort of way. 7 of Cups reversed. Sometimes the path that's not the funnest is the one we have to take if we want to become in Queen or King energy. All right, I hope that made sense, divinely protected. So the thing you're sacrificing is the time and effort and the fact that it's not very enjoyable. But we have to do that all the time. So that's not that bad if you ask me, boo-boo. You had stew and split a big turkey and cheese sandwich with the better half. That sounds good. You are welcome, divinely protected. Rashima, on the YouTube channel, it's very easy because you know I have no skills when it comes to technology. Y'all see my marker board. Basically, the only thing you have to do in terms of being like monetized and stuff is you have to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And then I think you can start monetizing it or go live and stuff like that. And it took me like almost like a year and a half or something before that happened. But it's really not hard to set it up. I think it's a good idea. And it gives you an outlet of something to do that's not necessarily like a 3D job, but it's kind of like more of a hobby. And it gives you something to build on. You know, I think it's a good idea. You could put your link in my lives when you get it set up and we'll subscribe. We will subscribe to you, friend. I remember when I got my first 100 subscribers, I was so happy. So happy. What are you going to put? Are you going to, do you have a subject figured out for your channel? Like a topic? Dre, you are up for a freebie. What is coming up for Dre in love? What is coming up for Dre in love? Hey, money. Money, money. I'm better late than never today, right? Yes, intuitive. I will do you, boo. If you send a donation, just tell me because it don't pop up sometimes. 7 of Swords reversed. 3 of Cups. So I feel like the next significant or the next soul contract that you have scheduled to come towards you in love, Dre, is someone you're going to meet by going out and mingling with other people. 3 of Cups energy. You may meet them in like a social setting of some kind. Let's say you always go to this certain coffee shop and they start being in there when you're in there. You know, it could be anything to do with 3 of Cups energy. But be mindful whenever this happens, the last significant connection that you have had that did not work out, if you actually get involved with whoever this Three of Cups energy is, that person from the past may come back and try to guilt trip you or emotionally manipulate you into cutting it off. And I feel like that only came out in your reading because the universe is saying that the best thing for you to do is to try the path with the new things, with the new social settings, the new people you haven't actually had a connection with before. Because with this coming out first, it's like this could be a blockage only if you allow it. So it doesn't have to be a blockage. The only way it'll work out in that way is if you don't listen to your intuition with the High Priestess reversed at the bottom. So everybody has an inner guidance system. A lot of times we just shove it down and don't listen. So try to figure out ways to make little decisions where you kind of get out. Even if you're hermity like me, just make yourself go out and do things once a week. Not with the intention of meeting somebody, but just the intention of cultivating joy and having fun. And by default, that person will show up when you're not expecting it in a weird way. Just be mindful that somebody from your past doesn't try to make you feel guilty and slither back in there and block the connection. Uh-oh, Monty said the new boo is not here and I have some questions. She about to get the tea on him. My ministry encouragement for women and children. Look at you, Ashima. You are welcome, Dre. All right, go ahead, intuitive. Intuitive. I'm a loner yet extroverted, but makes total sense. And I know exactly who. Oh, Lord. He done figured out who the Seven of Swords is. Thank you, Monty. Yours just made a noise, so I heard it come through. I had to get me some water, y'all. All right, what are S's thoughts and feelings towards intuitive today? What are S's thoughts and feelings towards intuitive today? One more shuffle. What are S's thoughts and feelings towards intuitive today? Monty's asking Dan too. I asked him that right before you came in here because I was curious. She ran around the yard like a crazy Baptist. What's she going around the yard for? Like a crazy Baptist. Six of Wands. That card can be about wanting to get your attention. Ten of Wands. Yeah, that's what it's about. Because this person feels burdened about wanting some sort of attention from you. Now, this can work out in different ways. So you think about however it works for you and whoever this person's personality is. But sometimes whenever we don't give a person an emotional response, they consider an emotional response attention. They may not do this consciously, but it may not even be enjoyable attention. It may be that we get really angry and we yell at a person. We're showing them attention, right? Well, if we cut that off and we go like ice cold or gray rock towards a person, that will literally get them all burdened and discombobulated. The Fool. They could have the idea to come towards you, or wanting, it's not come towards you, they're wanting you to come towards them, because the Four of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. The Four of Swords, what you don't see is this person kind of hanging back from you, okay? Even if this is just energetically, it's like they want you to come towards them. They don't want to have to like pursue you. And it's kind of like a burden with the Ten of Wands. What is a burden? That they don't feel like they have your attention, negative or positive. They want your attention for whatever reason, and they want you to come towards them. And the fact that no matter how you're showing up towards them, it's not how they desire, because it has them burdened with the Ten of Wands. But they're not doing anything about it because the Four of Swords is at the bottom. So literally, this is how it could manifest, intuitive. You're asking me that, right? You have this nudge or this desire to ask a question about this person. That's a manifestation of this energy, because they are so honed in on you, wanting you to come towards them, right? So that may be even why you have that inner nudge to ask a question in the chat about the person. They're holding back physically, but energetically, it's like they want some sort of attention out of you. So that's what I got for you, boo-boo. They want your attention, even if it's bad or good, which makes not a lot of sense, but that's how people do. All right, my Monty Boo is up. You keep getting the High Priestess. When I get that, when I pull for myself, first of all, I can never read for myself. But if that card shows up around me, I always try to think about, like, what is the inner stuff I need to be listening to, you know? Them intuitive nudges. Your name's literally intuitive, so I'm sure you know about that, but... Okay. Thank you again, intuitive. That High Priestess could also be a card saying that it can be like a no communication or a no, not opening up on this person's side, like with the Four of Swords that they had, them not taking the action but wanting you to come towards them and show them some sort of attention. So that could also mean that. Okay, Monty says, how do things play out with this new Boo Sag? How are things going to play out with this new Sag for Monty? 3 more shuffles. Are y'all ready for it to be Monday? Two more. How are things going to play out between Monty and the Sag? Me neither. Me neither. Nine of Wands reversed. So with that card showing up as the first card out or down, I feel like this person has all guards dropped, or you'll be able to feel this if this is correct, Monty. So you tell me if I'm wrong and it won't hurt my feelings. But with this card coming out as the first card out, it's like this person is not guarding their heart or trying to keep you from getting into their heart. They're really open to the idea of this working in a way, you see? All guards down, you know? 9 of Wands reversed. So if you feel you would feel it if that's not true. If your gut would say, well, no, he feels kind of like closed off. This feels like open, no guard up, kind of all guards down, basically. He is very transparent. I have about 12 to 14 giant cucumbers I picked. We're looking like homesteaders getting them in the freezer. That's awesome. You are welcome, Intuitive. Give us something else for Monty and the Sag. How is this going to play out? So basically with this card, this is saying as long as it stays in that direction, whatever's about to come out should play out pretty much to the T. So we're going to keep going. Two of Pentacles. I feel like he could be somebody who respects the fact that you have a lot on your plate, because he may have a lot on his plate in terms of just regular life things. Like, so if you literally told this person that you had to work 3 days in a row to get this manager position and your heart wanted it, he would be like, I get that. He's somebody who gets that life. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody who gets the fact that there's a lot of things going on at once. And he doesn't have that sense of, I feel entitled to X amount of time and energy from you. You know that feeling when people do that? Like, just say you meet somebody and you already had 2 jobs. Well, by the time you're in the relationship for 3 months, they're trying to bug you and whine to you because you put so much time into work. But when they met you, it was okay that you did that, right? I feel like they respect that because they have that same thing going on their side of the fence. But he feels very positive about the connection. But you know me and the Queen of Swords, chop chop, motherfucker. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. All right. The Chariot. I feel like this may, as long as this 9 of Swords energy stays reversed, right? This openness, this sense of there's no really walls between us. What I mean by that is, let's say you're together with this person 6 weeks down the road, y'all have a misunderstanding, right? Well, as long as y'all can talk that out and grow and evolve through it and fix it, and don't let that first argument become a brick in a wall between you, because it's in the reverse. As long as y'all can keep that wall like that, keep that brick wall non-existent, right? And work through the things as they come. There's a sense of, even with busy lives, there's a sense of, this is saying is successful, the Chariot. As long as nobody puts their foot on the brake and stops it, this may naturally move in a positive direction in a fairly short amount of time. I don't mean in 2 days you're getting married, but you know those connections that you have to put work in it, of course. But it naturally flows and may turn into something quicker than you probably think. It'll just kind of happen. The Chariot is that energy of the universe is basically steering the wheel. All you're doing is keeping your foot on the gas. As long as you don't hit the brakes, it can definitely grow and evolve into something a lot bigger than just a Friday night date, you know? He doesn't, yes, we both do. He doesn't try to crowd me because it's happening so fast. That's the Chariot. And I feel like he will still be able to respect your boundaries about having a busy life. But still, at the same time, it just kind of naturally just kind of whoosh coming in there. I'm so happy for you. You don't understand. You're the first person, I hope there's other people, but you're the first person that's ever got like multiple readings, like questions from me, and now you have somebody that is a healthy connection. That's exciting. I mean, I'm sure there's been other people, but I'm just proud. What's Dan talking about? Kissing. Either he's talking about Monty is Kissing, or his wife chased him down in the road. Yes, Rashima, she deserves it. Give us 2 more cards for Monty and the Sag. It feels kind of like, I don't think, if you don't put the brakes on it and y'all are able to work through the challenges that come up when it comes to certain disagreements that everybody has, when they come up, if y'all can keep those going, like we work through it, we come with a resolution, we go to the next thing, that thing doesn't come up again, and y'all just keep that going, it feels like it's going to move in a positive direction in a fairly short amount of time. Shorter than you planned on, I'll put it that way. With the Chariot card coming in, it's like it's shorter than you planned on. The Devil in the reverse. It says the shadow side, and that always messes me up. But I feel like another thing that y'all have in common is the fact that maybe certain connections, because this is in the reverse, which can be about past energy, or the fact that it's in the reverse says the same thing I just said before that card came out. As long as there's a difference in disagreeing and toxicity, right? Everybody has disagreements. The toxic thing is when you have the same disagreement 6 months in a row and you never get anywhere and you're in that same chain over and over. But I feel like this person could have a past where if y'all sat down and probably have talked about it, there's a sense of similarity in terms of certain devil energy you've been through. Excuse me, and them. I gotta get something to drink. My throat's itching. Whoo, Lord. Give me another one. Let's get another card. She said, I'm sure it's me and my overthinking Virgo self. Thank you, Rashima. How he handles me is so different that it's a little scary. That's so good. And the Ace of Swords. So this literally, I can't make this up. The Ace of Swords and the Nine of Wands reversed. As long as you and this person keep the communication the way you currently have it, you feel a sense of transparency with this person, they feel that. Even if you don't know it, it's on both sides. It's mutual. They have their guard dropped. That's how I know it's mutual and it's on their side as well. Because if they felt like you wasn't being honest about something, if they felt like you kept things from them, their guard would go up. I feel like as long as every time an obstacle or challenge comes up, you keep this same energy between y'all. It takes both people, so it won't be just you and it won't be just them. It'll be both people. And you always handle, if you always handle the obstacles and challenges in a healthy way with the Devil reversed, there's going to be a sense of flow about the connection, and it's going to move faster than you think. But the ultimate test is going to be when you have your first disagreement. Well, how does that go? Because what happens to most people is they have that first disagreement, and instead of resolving it, they sweep it under the rug, right? So then there's a brick between them. And over time, it gets higher and higher, and the things they can talk about become a shorter list and a shorter list because they don't want to step on toes. And then they start walking on eggshells. And then it turns toxic in the upright, this shadow side in the upright. So I feel like as long as you and this person can maintain the work on the connection in terms of keeping this communication as sharp and clear as the Ace of Swords, because I feel like you and this person have the same love language. I mean, like, whenever they show you love in a certain way, communicating wise, you're picking up what they're putting down and they're picking up what you're putting down. So that's why the flow and the Chariot can come in. You see? Oh, Monty. Well, I feel like that's the part that, and you don't have to do this, but if you start to feel that inside of you, because I probably would do the same thing, honestly, well, if I'm being honest, but keep it real. Keep it Ace of Swords. Be like, I'm very, interested, or I want this to work, but I can tell you that I feel me trying to run. You know how you talk to me as a friend, like, you can just say it if it gets overwhelming. And there you go, your first challenge and obstacle. Then you can see the trueness of how's this going to work out when we get our first challenge. Are we going to work as a team through this? Is he going to stay judgment free? Is he going to keep his guard down even though I'm being authentic as hell and telling him the truth about this, right? You know, that kind of vibe? How's he going to act in the midst of a challenge or an obstacle? And the freaking Sun card. I can't make it up, okay? I feel like there's a lot of potential for you and this person to go like the distance. And I don't never tell people that unless I feel like it, because the Ace of Swords is here with the Chariot and the Sun. It's kind of like all dependent. It's not just on you and it's not just on him. It's on both of you together in terms of that flow and keeping the wall the way it is now. Keeping the toxic energy in the reverse the way it is now. Don't let that build up. Whatever it is, for everybody lets it build up without even thinking about it. Certain communication problems. That's usually the key to the breakdown in a connection. Right now, you and this person have a recipe for like what I would call victory or success, because the Chariot is here. And I feel like you attracted this person because it's a vibrational match to the inner happiness or inner joy that you've learned to cultivate through all of the stuff you've been through in your life up until now, the inner work you've done, the toxic patterns you've defeated. And that literal happiness, I feel like, called this person in. I've told him and he understands I've been through toxic relationships. See, you've told him and he literally understands. You've told him and he's still got the wall down. See, that's a positive sign, because he doesn't expect you to be perfect and be... See, if he was somebody who was very insecure and needed to do a lot of inner work, if you told him you felt like running, he would start to get scared and freaked out, and then he would start to hover and like shelter over you, right? And make you feel boxed in, and then that make you want to run more, and the cycle gets into a toxic dynamic. That's what happens to a lot of people. And it takes a strong person that's really done their work to be able to say, okay, she's feeling like she wants to run. I'm keeping my guard down. I'm going to keep my stuff going on my side while she keeps her stuff going on her side. You see? That's a positive sign. I don't feel like you've scared him off. If you think that, I don't feel like you have, because you got the Chariot, the Sun, and the Ace of Swords, so I wouldn't worry too much. You're probably like all the other people, like I would be. I'm going to go ahead and tell you how I would be. I would think it would be too good to be true if somebody actually was so totally wall down trying to work through some stuff. It'll feel like you can't believe that that's really how it is. But if you feel this sense of ease around the idea of trusting this person, that is one thing that's how the universe communicates with you about what is the best thing for you. You know, what is the best and highest good? What relationship is for your best and highest good? If you feel a sense of trust around this person and it hasn't even been that long, because if you think back to those toxic relationships, usually you would feel a sense of trust maybe to start with, but then little things would pop up and you would ignore them. Not you, but I'm saying me, you, or anybody. So actually those relationships gave us the red flags, but we would just put them under the rug, right? And we'd say, but I like this person. Let's just ignore it. It's not a big deal. And then it would pile up. So actually in the beginning, you didn't really have a sense of trust and safety. Like you just said, you feel safe to be open. You really didn't have that, but you would sweep it under the rug anyway, right? So I feel like your inner gut feeling is already telling you that it's safe, but you're just not used to that feeling. You know, you got to get used to that. So it might take a minute. Look at you. You got 8 because it's a 35 and it says change. This feels literally like the Chariot. I know the Chariot is a 7, okay? I know that. But this just energy feels the same to me. These cards kind of coincide. And if you think about the 8 of Wands, there's no person in the Rider-Waite deck on the 8 of Wands card. Most of the time, the movement happens by being in alignment with your assignment. When I say your assignment, I just mean you're in your highest and best path for your highest and best good, basically. You're in a pretty good vibration. There's always more work to do on ourselves, but when we're in a sense of ease, when we're in a sense of flow with the universe, it kind of just takes off, right? Chariot, change. 35 is an 8. So you don't have to really let it go too fast. There's nothing wrong with saying, okay, I just want to keep it where we are and see how it goes if you feel like it's overwhelming. Because I feel like with this person having this 9 of Wands reversed, I don't feel like he would freak. If you feel like it's going too fast for your own comfort, just give it a minute, you know? Let it be right where it is for a minute, because I think it will automatically create momentum without y'all having to do much but work together as a team. So I feel good about it, and I love you, so I would never tell you something that I felt, you know, because I feel like you have a good judge of character and a good judge of if a person has integrity or not, right? So you wouldn't even be caring enough to even give this person a time or day, because you've been through enough to recognize it. So now it's full circle. You can be so grateful for all the past situations because they have truly showed you how to have discernment in this situation, you know? Now that transmutation process of being grateful for the past people has come full circle for you in real time. This is a prime example of transmutation of energy at its finest, being grateful for the shit from the past. So I love that for you. And thank you, Monty, so much. You got to keep us updated because I have to live. My love life lives through you. I'm just picking on you. Now every time I see Dan, I think about him saying the other day, it was so funny, I had to tell my kids about it. I'm like the ant on the porch. I be thinking about the old ant lady with the cane pole switch. Exactly, Monty. Like if it brought that to you, and if you get to the point where you and this person, let's just say, build a whole ass life together, you will literally have a feeling of warmth and love for all those past people, because it's like they gave you that gift. Because without those experiences, you wouldn't be the evolved version of yourself to attract that gift. Bam. Mic drop. You need to listen to that country song, God Bless the Broken Road That Led Me Straight to You. That's a good one. Yeah, it's crazy, because whenever you're in the depths of despair with some sort of connection and somebody tells you to, become grateful for the experience, I'm talking about from my perspective, I'd be like, bitch, please, how am I gonna be grateful for this pain, you know? But then once it comes full circle, it does really make sense. You are welcome, friend. All right, Aqua Charmy is up for a freebie. Like, bitch, please, this shit ain't feeling good. I'm not grateful for nothing but punch you in the jaw because you told me to be grateful for this. This sucks, you know? I'm a nut. I'm gonna go shut Emily's door since my mouth is big so she can sleep. Hold on one second. Aqua Charmy, if you're in here, you can post. Emmy, I'm gonna shut this until I get off the live, and then when I get off the live, I'll open it back up. Good night, I love you. You hear me, friend? Huh? Okay. You're going to have to keep me updated. I think it's so cute and funny at the same time. You be coming in here and getting reads when he's with you, and then I be running my mouth about him, and I don't even know him, and he be listening. I'm surprised he don't think, what in the hell are you listening to on there? Katrina Dunford, if you are here, you can go, because Aqua must have left. That's so awesome. Katrina Dunford. That makes me feel good. Hi, Marley. Does my Virgo want to get back with his first baby mama? Does Aqua's Virgo want to get back with his first baby mama? Tell him it's just that big mouth of mine and that Saggy rising. That's why he probably thinks it. Now we really got to plan us all a trip one day. So we can... Aqua, I'm answering it right now. You got the Page of Cups reversed, the Chariot in the upright, and the Empress card. Empress card came out. That can definitely be some baby mama, right? I don't feel like this person is trying to pursue his first baby mama, Aqua. The reason why I'm saying that is the first card out for me is always the answer, and the Page of Cups is reversed. I feel like there's a lot of emotional immaturity in the connection between those two people. I mean, the Empress is there, but the Chariot, when the Chariot comes out with the Empress, if those cards came out together, I would say possibly this person wants to move towards the Empress and have victory and success. But then this Page of Cups reversed came out as the answer. So I'm going to give it a no, and it's because of some sort of emotional immaturity about, like, that creates a dysfunctional connection between these two. So that's what I got, Aqua. Even if they somehow manage to try and make it work, there's some sort, because this is the answer card. The Page of Cups is in the reverse. So there's some sort of, this is a pullback. This is not a love offer. It's in the reverse. If it was in the upright, I would give it a yes. They're going to try and make this work. But I'm going to have to give it a no since this Page of Cups is reversed, okay? Now, if this Virgo, because the Five of Pentacles reversed is at the bottom with the Eight of Pentacles reversed, if this Virgo has some sort of abandonment issues, so let's say you and them are together. I'm going to give you an example of how this could play out. Let's say you and them are together and y'all have a big fight, and he has abandonment issues. Five of Pentacles reversed. He may go towards this Empress, this baby mama, to try and feel a sense of safety or put a band-aid on his abandonment issue wound. But the thing is, he's not willing to put the work in, and neither is she. Eight of Pentacles reversed. So, if anything, it would be a very short, played out thing. This person has some sort of abandonment issue that might push him to run towards her, but the Page of Cups is reversed. So it's not a successful thing unless both of those people are willing to do the work to change their energetic signature. I don't see how it can happen, boo-boo. Alrighty, Katrina Dunford says, what is the energy around Marty? I'm annoyed. He was supposed to touch up my tattoo a few weeks ago. When will I hear from him to have it finished? Oh, Marty. He done got in that time machine on Back to the Future. Well, good luck to you, Aqua. I understand why. Because when people have abandonment issues, that doesn't mean they're a bad person. Hell, I've had them before. But it plays out in a destructive way if you have a romantic relationship. And I know that's easier said than done when you leave a person. So I feel for you. I'm not going to sit here and say, go girl, you're the greatest. This is going to be the best life ever. It's going to be a hard road, but you'll be proud of yourself for doing it. Sometimes you have to make a head over heart decision, you know? You're welcome. All right. Is Katrina going to hear from Marty about her tattoo soon to have it finished? Is Katrina going to hear from Marty soon about her tattoo to have it finished? Six of Swords reversed. Four of Cups. The underlying energy is the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Judgment card. I feel like you're going to hear from this person, but I don't know if they're going to actually do the work on the tattoo, like, to start with. And you might literally end up making a judgment call or a decision to get it finished elsewhere. That's up to you. You have your own free will. But let me show you what I mean. Six of Swords reversed. That's saying, yes, you're going to hear from them. They're going to swing back around energetically, and you will hear from this person. They're not going to just move on completely and you're never hearing from them again. At some point, you'll hear from them, but the Page of Pentacles is reversed at the bottom, and that's an action card. Pentacles is grounded earth energy, time, effort, action, those things. It's in the reverse, okay? And then the Judgment is there. So it's like you may end up making some sort of decision to get it finished elsewhere, because even though you're going to hear from them, the Four of Cups, the sense of dissatisfaction with the outcome of the conversation. They may say one thing and then not back it up with the action. So their words are not matching their physical action. See what I mean? So yeah, of course that would be up to you. But with the Judgment there, I feel like you may say, okay, that's it. Final decision. I'm done with this shit. I'm going to, at some point when you can afford it or however that plays out for you, I'm going to just get somebody else to do this. You know? So I feel like you will hear from them, but I feel like they're telling you one thing and then they're not following up with their pentacle energy or effort. All right, Asia. He keeps telling me he's going to do it and hasn't. I'm fed up. I feel you, boo. when people don't match their words to their action, even if it's something little, I'm so petty and annoying about that. Like, I be getting mad. I be taking it personal. Just don't tell me you're going to do it if you don't, right? You are welcome, Katrina. Asia, you are up. I'm going to try something different so I don't always disappoint y'all and tell y'all I'm going to come on here. Just like how I said, I don't like telling y'all one thing and then work always gets in my way. I'm going to try to start being on here every weekend and go be off during the week. I may show up randomly if my weekday is, like I had a easy day at work, or for some reason my kids didn't have a lot going on, but they have some, like Emily does so much after school stuff. If I start doing that, I'll have a better schedule to give y'all something that I actually show up every time, if that makes sense. Those damn pencils 30 years ago, Marley. Those pencils. What do you mean, friend? He's laughing. I know it's going to be funny. When I get the joke, sometimes it be going over my head, Asia, are you in here? He said them damn pencils 30 years ago, and he's laughing, so I know that shit gonna be funny. Remember in kindergarten? Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, stank ass took my pencil. I be holding them grudges. That's when the Scorpio comes out, right? All right, Zahia. How is NF the Gemini feeling for Zahia? No contact, Daruni. 2 more shuffles. He said, that's why I tread lightly, girl. I done tried to get better with that whole grudge thing. Not with the pencil one literally, but just in general life. Like, trying not to be in that lower self. It's so hard to stay out of it. Like, you can easily get caught up in it. Being a human is so weird. 3 of Pentacles reversed. Death reversed. The underlying energy is the 2 of Cups reversed and the 3 of Cups in the upright. So I never say this about a reading unless, like, out of 4 cards, we got 2, 3 cards. So this could be someone who not necessarily has a third party with you, Zahia, because you said there's no contact. This could just be someone who talks to multiple people, and they may make that person feel like they're the only one they're talking to. So be mindful of that. I feel like you're going to hear from this person again because the death is reversed. But maybe you're getting this reading and you're hearing me tell you this because it's not going to be something that's an emotional connection. The 2 of Cups is reversed, and it's because this person gives his energy in more than one area. I feel like it's very possible. 3 of Pentacles reversed, 3 of Cups. See, the blockage in creating a solid foundation here is him having more than one option in his life. Now, that doesn't mean he's necessarily cheated on you. It just means he has that tendency to go in that direction, to talk to more than one person at a time. But I don't feel like this is completely over. So you might have to actually say, okay, if my intuition tells me that that's the truth about this person, I got to say no. Because I do feel like even if it's not right now, this person may come back around. But remember, this third party energy is screaming at me. So be mindful of that. But I do feel like eventually you will hear from them again. But it's not something that's going to be an emotional connection. So it may not be something that is for your best good, so to speak. All right, Maria, if you are here, good luck, Zahia. You are very welcome. We getting it going today, y'all. We on number 10. In 1 hour and 20 minutes. Can y'all believe that? Usually I'm so slow. Okay. How does RF feel towards Maria? So can you tell me if it's somebody you're in contact with or from your past, or is it a new person? So I can try to be more accurate, Maria. 4 shuffles for Maria. How does RF feel towards Maria? Okay, it's an X. Got you, boo. How does RF feel towards Maria? And Sarah, if you are in here, you will be next. How does RF feel towards Maria? Chariot reversed. The Hermit in the upright. The underlying energy is the Hierophant reversed and the Sun reversed and the Two of Wands. So they still hope that there is like another chance going to cultivate between y'all, because they have a sense of hope. That's why I'm not saying action, because the Hermit is here. But the Chariot reversed, as the answer card says, they haven't actually moved on from this. If they feel any hurt about it, they're still holding on to that. If they feel any sense of missing you, they still holding on to that. They're going through kind of a rough patch in their life. Maybe not even around love, but just in general, because the Hierophant reversed and the Sun reversed. They're going through what I would call a rough patch. And they're sitting here at this Two of Wands energy, like they still hope or think there's some sort of... They haven't, it's like sometimes they think they want to move on, but they're on the fence. So they haven't moved on. They're still in this energy. She said, the ex that contacted me. So if they contacted you, then they're trying to see if you give them another chance. I don't see emotion here. The emotion I see is that they're going through some rough shit. Sun reversed, Hierophant reversed. Also, if the Hierophant is reversed and you had an issue with this person being a committal kind of non-committal, I feel like that hasn't changed about this personality of this person. But the Sun reverse says they're going through a rough time emotionally, but they're just kind of on the fence at the crossroads. Hermit, like they may have had some time to think things over, but I don't see emotional cards. The only emotion I feel like here is a sense of unhappiness or going through a rough patch. The Hierophant reverse can just say they feel like their life is kind of a mess. So if they were very committed to you, don't take that message about the non-committal thing. It could just be they feel like their life's a mess. But overall, they haven't moved on. So if you think that they've been living their best life while you were separated from this person, that's not the case, okay? They ain't having the best of days lately. I feel like if they contacted you, then they definitely want another shot. I just don't know about that Hierophant reversed. If they were non-committal in the past, I would remember that. That might be significant. You are welcome, Maria. All right, Sarah, if you are here, if you still here, you are up. We're going to start doing 2 at the time. How about that? Because there's only 6 people in here, so. Sarah and Antoinette. Is that you, Antoinette, that normally is in here with me? That's like a new name, so I don't know if that's the same Antoinette or not. What are K the Capricorn's current feelings for me? Long distance relationship. Okay. K the Capricorn's current feelings for Sarah. Long distance relationship. Well, good to see you, Antoinette. I ain't seen you in a long time. New relationship for Sarah. What are K the Capricorn's current feelings for Sarah in this new relationship that's long distance? 2 more shuffles for Sarah. What are K the Capricorn's current feelings for Sarah? It's a long distance relationship that is new. It's the newbie kind. Seven of Wands. 6 of Cups reversed. The underlying energy is the 4 of Swords and the Devil. So this is almost like an angel and the devil on this person's shoulder. The healing card came out with the devil. They've been through a lot, okay, with the devil and the 4 of Swords, and they hold a lot of grudges towards some past connections that they have. Even though this is new, and I know you're asking about you, but I feel like it may impact the connection with you because the 7 of Wands came out. This is somebody who's very defensive and guarded. Not necessarily that they're trying to be that way towards you, but it's going to take some patience to get close to this person, because it's not that they're trying to be guarded towards you, but the fact that they have that ball of energy where they're holding a grudge against something from their past, that energy doesn't go anywhere until we transmute it, right? And they're trying to actually heal. 4 of Swords. But they got to get further down the path because they got the devil here. Sometimes they let their thoughts get the best of them. They let their own energy get the best of them about trying to heal. So that's why I said it's almost like, I know they're a Capricorn too, but with the healing card and the 7 of Wands, it's almost like they get in that space of looking at it from a different perspective, the things that happened in their past, and then their brain starts to going, and it could be like thought patterns going crazy with them. But I would say this, since they're in this defensive energy, I would not let this turn into a sex-based connection until I seen how this was going to play out. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just saying if you want something that's likely to be successful, because it's going to take some patience, because this person could easily get offended because they're holding on to past hurt. So they just got some vibrational baggage, and it's going to take patience. That's basically what I'm getting. But they are, the first thing that I do like is that they are trying. They're trying to heal. 4 of Swords. All right, Antoinette, you go for it, boo. You are up. And Rosa, if you're in here, you are after Antoinette. So I'm going to go ahead and put your name in here, so you can put yours. You are welcome, Sarah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get Eliza, you can put it back. I'll go ahead and get you since they lagging on me. You can put it back in there if you want, if it'll let me see the question. You're welcome. Is it good for Rosa to move to another city? And I'll just mark you off because you're number 15. Belk, if you're in here, you can post too. Belk. Is it a good idea for Rosa to move to another city? Ten of Wands. Gurpreet, I closed all the free spots, so you can come back when I go live again and still get a free spot. I've just closed them for today, okay? All right, what else for Rosa? Is it good for Rosa? Nine of Pentacles. So, the Ten of Wands, I was already feeling this before that came out. But I feel like there will be financial opportunities in another city because the Nine of Pentacles says you're capable of making it in a successful way on your own. That's the pre-Empress card. But the Ten of Wands says it's not going to come easily. There's going to be challenges and obstacles. But a lot of times when you move there, that's natural. That's part of the process. But you have what it takes all by yourself. She's right by herself, okay? Nine of Pentacles. But the Ten of Wands says it's going to be a lot of work, but it's possible for you to do it. So if you're up to the challenge and you're not thinking that you have it in you, you have what it takes, I feel like the answer is you do have what it takes. It's going to be work, but it's definitely possible. All right. Belk. Is up. I'm going to go ahead and get Eliza so I don't lose her question in here. If she energy check of ours, current plans and actions towards Eliza next week. Let's use this deck. I'm going ahead and grabbing Eliza, y'all, because she posted it and I don't want to lose her question. Ours, current plans and actions towards Eliza next week. Ours, current plans, Ace of Cups reversed, Temperance, Queen of Swords. So I feel like they're going to be emotionally detached, okay? Because this Ace of Cups reversed with the Queen of Swords, you may hear from this person. There may be communication or talking between you of some sort. If it's not direct communication with that Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords reverse says one of the actions could be like wondering about you. This is like what they call the stalker card, but it doesn't have to necessarily just be a stalker. Liking a post you put out, watching your social media, asking a friend about you, right? But they're going to be detached emotionally from it. And being with this person or dealing with this person, it's like a very slow moving process because the Temperance card is here. That's not a bad card, but it's saying that even possibly there could be like a divine lesson you're learning from even dealing with them, right? Something bigger than just even a connection in the human world. Like the divine could be putting them in your life to learn the art of patience or learning what you deserve, right? Because of the fact that they're really emotionally closed off. I don't know what that has to do with you, even if it has nothing to do with you. But yeah, I feel like they're going to be emotionally detached from you next week, boo-boo. And good luck to you, Eliza. You are welcome, Gurpreet. All right. Belk. Will working in currency trading be successful? So you don't like me for this, Belk, probably, but I don't feel like I've ever answered yours before. You are welcome, Eliza. Being successful, in my opinion, means you learn certain lessons from the experience. It may not necessarily get you all the money you need, But a lot of times, as long as you have the intention of being on the path to getting the money you need, currency trading could give you the lessons you need to learn. So we'll just see what comes out. But keep that in mind always when you're trying to be on the road to success. The things you're learning at this point are lessons that you have to learn to get to where you want to be. Because the universe knows what you want. You can trust and believe that. 4 shuffles. Will working in currency trading be successful? Will working in currency trading be successful for Belk? The Sun card. Hermit reversed. The underlying energy is the 8 of Swords, Queen of Cups reversed, 2 of Swords. So, I feel like the universe is saying, this is the answer for your next action because you got to get on the path. The universe is trying to give you a sense of illuminating the idea of taking action, period. Hermit reversed is about getting on the path. So yes, the answer is you need to get in the currency trading because that's something that's going to illuminate the path. It's going to show the universe you're taking the action, Hermit reversed. And also, you may be opened up to a whole new path from doing the currency trading. So even if, yes, there could be money made because the Sun card is here, but also you could actually get on a whole different path by using those skills later. So keep that in mind, because 2 of Swords says if you get stuck in that energy, it gets you to overthinking and the universe can't do the job it needs to do to help you on the road to where you're going. So taking action, even if that thing doesn't end up making all the money in the world, is still the answer because it gets you on the path with the Hermit reverse. So my answer to you is, I would say, like, get on it like yesterday and take action in that direction and keep doing it until something else opens up. And if not, maybe that's the one that's going to pop off. So I feel like the answer is definitely do that. Okay. Antoinette. Would it be faster to work on the items myself or the agent? I want it to be done within the next 30 to 60 days. Really, 30. All right, let me see if I understand what you mean. Would it be faster to work on the items myself? You are welcome, Belk. All right, Antoinette, let's see. Let's see, what is the energy around the idea of Antoinette doing the work herself? All right, Divine Grace and Rashima Simmons is next. So either one of y'all can post. Credit repair. Okay. Will it be a good idea for Antoinette to work on this herself? I need to do that my credit too, Antoinette. You need to let me know how it works out and give me some details. If you get yours, I'll trade you a reading for the knowledge that you give me about doing that. Like if you figure out how to get your stuff repaired, we can do some bartering. I'll give you a personal reading for the knowledge. 6 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Hermit in the upright. So the thing is, I feel like the best thing is for you to do it because I asked if it's going to be faster for you and the 6 of Cups came out. So I feel like yes. but it's still not going to be fast as you want it to be. I'm just don't shoot the messenger here. Knight of Pentacles. He's the slowest moving guy in the deck. But what does he do? He always finishes and completes his goal. He takes the next logical step forward. He plans out the best of his ability, and he never gives up. And as you do that, even if it doesn't happen as fast as you want it, the knowledge and wisdom you're going to gain from that with the Hermit card is positive within itself. So I feel like the answer is for you to work on it directly, but the thing is you have to be consistent and not give up. You have what it takes to do it, but you're going to have to be consistent. It's not something that you can get done in a day. You know what I mean? But the consistency will pay off with time. Alrighty. Let me post, and I'm fixing to get you, Rashima. Divine Grace. And then Rashima. This is just so I know I called everybody's name out. You're welcome, Antoinette. All right, Rashima Simmons. Why is KLW worrying about me getting married to my new friend? He is a past person, and thanks for your time. You are welcome. Why is KLW worrying about Rashima Simmons getting married to her new friend? He is a past person. Why is KLW worried about Rashima marrying her new Justice? Page of Wands reversed. King of Swords. So I feel like 8 of Pentacles is at the bottom, 9 of Pentacles is at the bottom, and the Empress. That's a literal, very straightforward answer. The underlying energy here is this person has a fear that you're going to actually get a balanced connection with someone with the Justice card here and the King of Swords, because they're scared that person's going to put in the work that they didn't put in because the Page of Wands is reversed. And they feel like you are someone that is an abundant single person with the 9 of Pentacles, and that this King of Swords energy might come in and swoop you up with the Empress card here. So they feel like you're someone that could easily attract a successful, balanced relationship, and that they didn't put the work in when they had the chance. So you could possibly get somebody else that will put the work in, and bam, you'll be taken. A-okay. But I feel like they're still immature at this moment. Page of Wands reversed. I don't feel like they're ready to take on a sense of putting the work in, but they're scared somebody else is going to do it, and you'll actually get something you deserve that's just and balanced with the King of Swords and the Justice. So I wouldn't even pay them no mind, because they still have Page of Wands reversed energy, which is very immature, right? No matter how old they are, their energy is not very mature. And if you get your channel up, Rashima, you let me know, and you can put your link in my lives. Y'all, I reckon I'm about to get off here and go get ready for Monday. What y'all think? All right, y'all. I was looking on my list to make sure, and that was the only ones left. Very accurate reading. Thanks. You are welcome, Rashima. All right. So if I don't see y'all any this week, I'm going to be definitely back on here next weekend. So that way I won't be telling y'all I'm coming on the weekdays, right? Is he bad as cornflakes, Rashima? I do have Instagram, Antoinette. I never post on there, but it's Marley's Tarot. But I don't know how to give you it. Let me see if I can pull up a link or something. Hold on. My profile, my thing looks like this: MARLEYS _ tarot, and then my profile picture is an eyeball. Can you see that? And it says Marley's Tarot established 2021. See, I don't ever post on here. 0 post. But I do have it. It says you can scan that to follow me. I don't know if it'll work on this screen or not. I don't know. Copy link. Okay, hold on. I think I got it, Antoinette. You got it? Okay, good. There you go, boo-boo. Yep. Dan, you know we gonna miss you. I hope y'all have a good night. And if I don't see y'all none this week, I'm gonna see y'all next weekend, okay? I'm for real, Dan. I'm not playing. All right. I love y'all, and y'all have a great week, okay? Hopefully I'll see y'all next weekend. All right. Good night, y'all.